Hello, everybody. Welcome to Art Class 2.0. This is Miss Vale, and this is going to be your tutorial for week 1. As you can see, I set up a classroom around me of things that I like, and this is going to be the platform for which I teach you art for the next 2 weeks. So I understand that this is a different experience. I hope everybody is safe and you're with your families and you stay healthy. You follow directions given to you by people in your community. And let's use this as an opportunity. This is different. This is different. This is different working from home. I'm sure you might know some adults who work from home very often. It is a different, it's a different kind of experience. You're not sitting at a desk. You're not having your teacher watch over you, making sure you're paying attention. You're more independent. And it's tough because I have my PlayStation over there. I have my Switch. I have my phone. And there's a lot of things around me. But I am focused on you because you are the most important part of making these videos. I wanted to give you kind of like a display of things that I own, things that I love. Right behind me, you see a giant Triforce. This is actually a sculpture that I made quite a few years ago. It's still standing. Um, and this shows you how games have inspired me and inspire me to do artwork. I am a big fan of games. Like I told you, that is how I met my fiance. And that's how I met a lot of my friends. I'm not crazy about super violent games that are violent just for no reason. I like the games where you have a story. You have to figure out how to help people around you, how to make things better. And you have fun doing some gameplay too. Board games I love too. I hope that you play some board games with your family. I don't expect you to play Dungeons and Dragons like I do. You could. That would be cool. But games really do bring people together. So I want you to kind of incorporate some board game time with your family and use this as an opportunity to do that too. So let's get to our lesson. Okay, so this video is for 5th grade. I am going to teach you how to draw a person from top to bottom. And the assignment, if you remember, is that you are going to make yourself as a grown-up in as either a superhero, a anime character, a sports star in a team of your choice, or some kind of video game hero. So it's going to take a while for me to teach you how to do this. And today for our project, it's just practice. Just practicing. Okay? So, as promised, I am going to give you some insight into what game I've been playing. And the game I have been playing is, you turn on, Mario Kart. Mario Kart. And I just want to let you know, I played Mario Kart in the 90s. So I have a very strong opinion on this. I feel like it's getting easier and easier. This was the real stuff right here. Look at the visuals. Look at the characters here. What is something that all of them have in common? What makes them all look alike? You got kind of the same thing going on here. There's something that they have in common, even with the ones that you saw there all pixelated from the 90s. The proportions. The proportions. So the proportions basically mean things that fit together. So all of their bodies look alike. All of their bodies, they all have big heads, small bodies. That's how they are proportioned, just like Hello Kitty, right? Look at how big her head is compared to her body. Same thing with, let's see, who do I have here? Azog. How many heads in his body, how many sizes of head does he have in his body? 2. That is how these cartoony kitty things, that's how they're proportioned. And proportion is part of how we look at art in art class. So here we go. Here's our shapes. Here's our shapes. And here's our proportions. See how it's proportioned? The head is nice and small. And then everything's where it's supposed to be. Everything's where it should be on your typical person. You use the shape of the head like it's a ruler. Right? So instead of like an inch, right? Instead of an inch on a ruler. So it's a head. So there are some basic proportions that people use. So typically, next one right here. Typically there are 7 heads in a body. So that's like the general ruler. Sometimes people are a little taller. This is average. This is approximate, right? Sometimes people are a little taller. 8 heads in a body, that is a very tall person. It's like my fiance who's 6'5". He's probably got 8 heads in his body. Most people have that. Some people have a little less, like me. I'm a little shorter. Right? So everything's where it should be. It's stretched out if it's bigger and it's shrunk down if it's smaller. So that's how we do realistic people, not our pop vinyl kind of people. You see this. This isn't in just, realistic rendering of art. They have it in manga too. They show you, okay, this is how you draw a person. This is how somebody is proportioned. 1, 2, 3, 4. About the size of the heads are like the inches going all the way down on a ruler. Neat, huh? Wild. So that can help you draw things more realistically. So I have some of your classmates, they put like something like they would want to do, how they would want to make their figure. And first things first. So we have football, right? And then we have anime schoolgirl. We're not going to start with drawing the exact faces. We're not going to start with the material. We're going to start by how many heads are in the body. We're just going to make one person kind of into shapes like this. Whoa, upside down. We're going to do it the right side. And we're going to just do simple things, add details on later. Okay, so we're going to not do our final drawing, but we're going to practice this idea of heads in a body. All right, so that's now where you're going to get your line paper and your pencil. And I'm going to switch to my other. No, Roxy, no, get away. I got to kick my cat out of the room. Hold on. All right, so here you go. So here is what we're going to do with the lined paper. So you notice how I put my name and my homeroom right at the top? Well, not my, I don't have a homeroom, but this is a model for what you're going to do. You're going to put your name in your homeroom, and there's a reason I asked you to use lined paper. You're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? And you're going to make, can you guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to use that rule, like this, like a ruler, and we're going to make our heads there. Just like we had in this picture right here. Right? It's going to be like our head ruler. So what you're going to do is, remember how, I remember a couple people are just like, I can't really draw. I can only draw stick figures. That's all you have to do for this assignment. You're going to draw a proportional stick figure with just some simple shapes and lines. So here you go. Here's, we're going to start, right? And we're not going to draw any face or anything like that. We're just going to draw the head, and it's just going to stay like that. And then we're going to go down to like the middle of like 2 right here. And that's kind of where the neck is, how long the neck is. Then I'm going to do shoulders. Okay, here are my shoulders. And then it's going to go down all the way to 3, right? It's like the belly button. And there you go. Color it in. Made a little triangle for the chest. Starting to look like a person, right? And then what you're going to do is just a torso at this point. So you're going to make arms. But your arms need that little bendy thing in the middle. Your arms need an elbow. So there's our elbows. And okay, and then here I'm going to make, it looks like a little skirt, but it's going to be like the hips. Right? And that's going to be at around the end of 4. I'm going to put little circles. And then I'm going to do the knees. Halfway. We're starting to see the person, right? Halfway there. Okay. Oh no, but we don't, those are short arms. Because those are just the elbows. So now we're gonna go like this. And the hands, we're just gonna make little circles. See how we're just making shapes? Just simple shapes to like figure out how to make a person. Okay. Make that a little thicker for the thighs. And then let's go a little to the below 7. There you go. There is a proportionate person. And that's where we're going to start. That's how we're going to get to a point where we can draw somebody who is realistic. Doesn't look like much now, but these are really important. If the proportions are not right, you're not going to get the realistic image of like the body from top to bottom. So I want you to do this one, and then I want you to do another one. So now you can just copy what you had over there. You don't have to measure as much because you have your basic ideas for proportions. Okay. And then let's have him, her, or they, let's have them bend something. Let's have them move something. Forgot that I have to do it backwards because of my webcam. It's been a fun weekend for me working with this webcam. Okay, so let's have this be the same, everything be the same, and then let's have, see how it's bending at the same, at like kind of like the same spot? So we're bending an arm. And you can bend whatever you would like on yours. And then we'll do another one. See, it's starting to look a little more. Let's do them bending. See, I'm just copying what I have there. Same proportions. Little lower, little lower. Let's make those knees a little lower there. That's a little not in proportion. Okay, and then let's do, you know what? Let's make them moving this leg. There you go. See? It's a little higher up now, but it's still in proportion. And let's make them bending like that. Okay, so why don't you, I would like for you to do 3 or more. Take a picture and send it to me by Friday. That sound good? You send this to me by Friday, and then you are in good shape for the rest of this week. And I encourage you, draw as much as you want, draw as much as you can, play games with your family, be safe. And I really hope I get to see you in person soon, but even if we don't, we're going to get closer and closer to drawing a realistic person. All right, everybody. I've taken enough of your time. Thank you so much, and see you next time.